What is going on, everyone? I hope you all are having a wonderful day. Today, I wanted to create this video to share with you valuable companies specific in the biotech healthcare sector, to share with you why these companies are going to have bullish runs and what I foresee the share price to be, as well as providing to you source content for each company. Let's get started. Now, the first company I wanted to talk about is iBio. In fact, this is an article that was recently published, authored by one of my friends, and I just wanted to share with all the iBio believers on the value that this company brings. Now, this article was published through Seeking Alpha. It will be soon published on Yahoo Finance, and the key takeaway is that this is a plant-based vaccine coming to market, looks highly favorable. iBio reports successful toxicology studies and preclinical immunization results coming from next-gen COVID-19 vaccine program. We know that this company not only works on the COVID-19 vaccine program, but also has vaccines for swine flu, fibrosis, and also has now just tapped into the oncology market. That just tells you how strong this company is positioning itself for long-term success. The Delta variant becomes a dominant strain, contributing to cases resurging here in the US and around the globe. We are aware of that. iBio CEO Tom Isett aggressively positions the company for ultimate growth. We know that Tom has done a great job at setting up infrastructure for iBio to become a contract manufacturer for developers. And when you look at this company from where it is today compared to where it was previously, the number of employees was in the single digits, but now it's up to about 86 employees. That's huge numbers, and that just tells you the stable growth of this company. Now, the push for a plant-based vaccine has come into the spotlight this year as multiple articles have been published about the technology's economic efficiency, production quickness, and overall safety compared to today's traditional vaccines. A notable piece recently released on July 7th from National Geographic titled "Your Next Vaccine Could Be Grown in a Tobacco Plant" explains the many reasons why. One company headquartered in Byron, Texas, a biotech innovator in biologics contract manufacturing organization, iBio, got an early head start in 2016 by acquiring their own plant-based facility while injecting the company's fast-farming patented technology. Originally constructed with funding from the Defense Advanced Research Projects Agency DARPA, it became a Blue Angel initiative. Now the company is among the largest CGMP-compliant biotherapeutic production facility in the world for the production of plant-based recombinant proteins. Their state-of-the-art 130,000 square feet space, which uses automated hydroponics and vertical farming, can promptly turn out products relating to the many therapeutics and vaccines coming in demand exclusively iBio or to be produced for other clients. Just a few months ago, on May 6, iBio reported successful COVID-19 vaccine toxicology studies on their candidate iBio 201. The study used a process of combining antigens derived from the spike S protein fused with iBio's patented lichen booster molecule, which showed no adverse effects at low or high doses. In addition to iBio 201, the company announced their launch of a new next-gen COVID-19 program focusing on the development of iBio 202. This particular subunit vaccine candidate targets the nucleocapsid N protein of SARS-CoV-2. The article further stated that N proteins of many coronaviruses are highly immunogenic and are expressed abundantly during infection. Apparently, the N protein in the S traditional has benefits to where new viral variants are less likely to escape vaccine protection. What's even more intriguing was another release made public by the company on July 15, where iBio reported a very successful preclinical immunization study in regards to the N protein next-gen candidate. The study demonstrated a robust antigen-specific memory T-cell response. iBio's chief scientific officer, Dr. Martin Brenner, stated the N protein strategy of iBio 202 may be complementary with existing S-directed vaccines, conferring additional protective effects that more closely mimic the natural responses of patients that have cleared the virus. As of today, the coronavirus continues to resurge here in the US and around the globe, accompanied by a new troubling variant called the Delta. Health experts like Dr. Gottlieb, former FDA commissioner of the US, have been able to accurately predict the variant becoming a new dominant strain. It seems more importantly now than ever that a unique company like iBio with a promising eyebrow-raising candidate can advance themselves quickly through agencies like CEPI, who are eager to provide funding. The probability of these next actions taking place looks to be very high and possibly right around the corner for iBio 202 human trials. When Dr. Fauci testified in front of Congress last April, he was asked about the next generation of vaccines. His reply was, "The ultimate endgame to COVID is a universal vaccine." It has been approximately 16 months since Mr. Thomas Isett was appointed CEO of iBio. In this time frame, has done a fantastic job by aggressively developing the many divisions of the company for a successful future, from enhancing their fast farming technologies to expanding iBio's CDMO services, not to forget the addition of several new exciting therapeutic and vaccine candidates. The company recently added one more milestone by announcing expansion plans into San Diego, making themselves present in a major biotech hub. Mr. Isett has been also responsible for building a total employee count to 86 that was updated on their LinkedIn homepage. Financially, the company seems sound, reporting over 100 million of cash and cash equivalents on hand in the company's last quarter with hardly no debt. Thomas Isett, as we know, is no stranger to life sciences. He is an accomplished executive with decades of successful management and corporate development. He has led businesses for GE, Becton Dickinson. He's a cum laude graduate. Personally, the author feels that iBio represents great investment opportunity, considering its vast diversification as a biotech company between a new arsenal of team members, a healthy balance sheet, and their huge growth potential in fast farming patented technology. They now seem poised for ultimate success. The time has come for more serious investors to take notice, as the company's shares seem grossly undervalued. In the author's opinion, iBio has become a rising star. The company publicly trades on the New York Stock Exchange American under the symbol iBio. So overall, I just wanted to share with you this great, well-written article that was written by my friend, and I hope that it gives you stock news updates. And from the current share price at $1.35, this is definitely undervalued, and if held long-term, I firmly believe that it can ramp up at least to its prior resistance value in the near term. We know that it previously ran up to like $7, and that can be just huge gains. But if you hold this long term, I have firm belief that iBio in the long run can become a double-digit share price stock, and that's why I'm holding on to my diamond hands as well. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is a company called Co-Diagnostics, ticker CODX. Today, the share price ran up by about 21%. What caused the share price to run up quite significantly today, right? Well, there was news that Co-Diagnostics, based on this article, strengthens intellectual property portfolio with new international co-primer patent that was announced by the Republic of Korea's Intellectual Property Office for the company's co-primer technology. That was huge news, and during the beginning of the stock market, it ramped up by about 10-15%, and it ended the day up to 21% in share price gain. That is huge news for this molecular diagnostics company with a unique patented platform for the development of molecular diagnostic tests. And the question is, can it run far up to its prior resistance value? CODX ran all the way up to like $30 about a year ago, and the question is, can it ramp up to its prior resistance? I firmly believe that it can, and it's barely the beginning. And this company was developed, with the Co-Diagnostics co-primer technology. It received its first patent in the US in 2018 and underpins the company's molecular diagnostic test products that have deployed in laboratories and hospitals in over 50 countries and across the US. Among the numerous molecular diagnostic products using Co-Primer technologies to have received regulatory clearance is the Logic Smart COVID-19 test kit, of which the company has sold millions since the pandemic began, and in which the company has previously announced it's effective in detecting all known strains and variants of SARS-CoV-2, including the Delta variant. The test was also recently utilized in several international peer-reviewed papers. Now, coming from the CEO, I just wanted to read to you. We believe that this patent granted by South Korea provides additional validation of the uniqueness and versatility of the Co-Primer platform. The vast majority of the millions of tests we have sold in the last year and a half have been to repeat customers who continue to purchase the test because they have come to depend on the quality and accuracy of this Co-Primer based assay. Our durable business model of selling tests to United States CLIA labs and their international equivalents continues to drive strong sales. The company's COVID-19 test kit has been announced for use as an in vitro diagnostic by regulatory authorities in the US, the European community, Mexico, India, Australia, and others. That's just huge news because Co-Diagnostics today gained significantly, and I firmly believe that it can in the near term ramp up to $15 to $20 from my perspective. So let's not ignore the potential in CODX. Next ticker I wanted to share with you is Skye Bioscience, ticker SKYE. Now, for most of you today, there was announcement how one of the whales has practiced its exercise warrant by purchasing 21 million shares from its prior contract at a lower share price. However, the benefit is that the whale decided to initiate its exercise warrant by purchasing the 21 million shares immediately. Why? Because the whale knows that there is just going to be data coming out with neuroprotection studies on its THC VHS prodrug, as well as getting started with human clinical trials in the second half of this year. And that is why the whale just wants to accumulate 21 million shares at this time and just let it grow for future valuation growth. And that's why I firmly believe Skye Bioscience right now is definitely undervalued, even though the share price had dropped by 6% today. We know that there's going to be milestones to come, and from my perspective, it will ramp up in the near term in Q3 up to like 40 cents, and towards the end of the year we shall see the nearing of $1, and beyond that we know that in 2022 in Q1 H1 clinical trials data will be available. So that's looking very promising, and from my perspective, Skye Bioscience will reach new highs and reaching its prior resistance of like $1.17 back in April 2019. It will reach that number from my perspective. And just to give you some news on what this company is working on, so Skye's approach unlocks therapeutic value of THC. This is basically the derived molecule that Skye uses, the THC molecule, and bioengineers it to THC VHS, which is a proprietary molecule with composition of matter patents providing intellectual property protection that is instrumental to value creation. That's huge. And this is the graph that really tells the story here. So THC VHS lowers intraocular pressure better than both market leaders. So in preclinical model using New Zealand white rabbits, as you can see, the THC VHS represented in the brown has a significant reduction in IOP. So the lower the IOP, the better for glaucoma patients. And as you can see, as time progresses, it still shows the impact of reducing IOP better than latanoprost, which is in green, as well as timolol. So that's huge news, just showing that THC VHS is doing better than the market leaders. And with the most recent validating studies where THC VHS was used in combination with Ropressa, it showed a 30% reduction of IOP levels, and that's just huge news, as well as demonstrating superior duration of response. So come human clinical trials, I'm confident that this type of data will be characteristic in the human trials as well, and that's when the large institutions will be buying into Skye Bioscience, and as a result we shall see the share price catapult up into the whole dollar share price range. And this is the data that I was talking about with using it in combination with Ropressa in purple. So it shows that it's doing so much better than latanoprost in black, and THC VHS use alone shows that it does significantly better than latanoprost, which is a couple $100 for a 6-week use using latanoprost, that type of product that's commercially available right now. So it's very expensive. So from my perspective, THC VHS can be the new standard of care for glaucoma once the FDA approves this drug product. So let's not ignore the value of Skye Bioscience's prodrug THC VHS, as well as its secondary product, where we will be getting data on that, CBD VHS, for multiple indications of use. Next company I wanted to share with you is Interscope Hearing Technologies, a medical device company specific for hearing problems. Now, they produce hearing aids out from Roseville, California, developing and manufacturing this technology, and the current share price is at 1 cent, and I firmly believe that if held long term, it can catapult beyond that, beyond 10 cents range. We know that the 52-week high was around the border of like 9 cents, and it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when this company share price will begin to take off. And I just wanted to share with you recent news how Interscope Hearing Technologies plans to launch TV commercials on hearing loss awareness while offering its direct-to-consumer hearing aids as an affordable solution. So basically the agreement is to pay $100,000 per month with guarantees a minimum of 660 commercials, 110 commercials per month for the next 6 months, and includes 156 digital billboards running 3 times per hour located throughout Manhattan, New York. And this will actually be televised on Fox News, Bloomberg, Fox Business Network, CNN, CNBC, Newsmax TV, and MSNBC. And that's just huge and promising news, and I firmly believe that INND will take off very soon. So let's not ignore the potential in this company. So overall, I just wanted to share with you the value of iBio, Co-Diagnostics, Skye Bioscience, and Interscope Hearing Technologies. I hope this video added value, and if you enjoyed it, please make sure to subscribe and like this content so it can add value and show you more similar related videos. Thank you so much, and you all have a wonderful day. Goodbye, all.